Located in the heart of Durban, John Smillie Architects is dedicated to crafting client-centric solutions that emphasize open communication as well as cutting-edge computer technology to deliver high-quality drawings throughout the design and construction process.
I started my career with Boyd Architects, Durban company, in the 80s and 90s. I was with them up until the year 2000. Then I started my own business, John Smillie Architects. I've carried on to this day. Never been a huge firm, 3 or 4, maybe 5 people at a time max. And right now I'm fully working on my own and managing to do everything myself. So people ask me whether being able to communicate my ideas using a 3D model is helpful, and the answer's got to be hell yeah, because so often you're dealing with people who are not that good at reading plans, etc. So they're looking at a plan and you can just see that they're not actually grasping what you're showing them. But as soon as you show them a 3D model and you walk them through the model, they just come alive, and they can suddenly understand what they see, and they just keep wanting to go back to seeing the 3D model. And what's so useful is I can sit in a meeting with my clients, I can show them a walkthrough, and I'm live in Archicad, and we'll discuss something, and I can quickly change it instantly and say, well, what about that, and they can see the thing change in front of their eyes, and it makes a world of difference. When I went on my own, it started out much smaller with residential work, and as the years have gone by, I've really enjoyed that the most, doing residential projects, especially high-end new houses, etc. But I've also got involved in a lot of school projects. So I've done, just from the schools all around us here on the Berea, I've done numerous projects, all of which have been funded by private money. So although they're government schools, the schools have to raise funds to do their projects, and that's always been an interesting challenge. And in fact, I'm embarking on another one of those campus planning projects right now. Some interesting little things around the world even, a house in the Seychelles, office block in Holland, some house alterations in Florida, USA, etc. So in the digital age, that makes this all possible, that we can collaborate and we can provide a service to anybody, anywhere, really. So it's so funny thinking about how we used to work back in those days in version 4.5, where with the computers being so slow and the software obviously in its infancy, it would take up to 3 hours just to generate one elevation, for example, even longer sometimes. And these days it'll take you 30 seconds, with a much better result. So, in 25 short years, technology has just gone ahead and leaps and bounds. Yeah, so I've used teamwork quite a bit over the years. When there were a few of us in the office working under pressure on a project, it's amazing because you're all working off the same model at the same time, and it's absolutely seamless. Of course, right now it's just me in the office. But what I love about where teamwork's gone is you can now even work across the internet with some of your team being remote from the office, and it's literally like science fiction. It's quite amazing. So when I'm designing a new project, I certainly draw by hand. I always scribbling on pieces of paper and testing ideas, etc. But as soon as I can, I start developing a 3D model. And so one of the first things we do is get a surveyor to survey the site that we're working on. And almost before I do anything, I then model that site in 3D in Archicad. And then from that, you can start testing ideas, because as you know, here in KZN, we continually faced with fairly challenging steep sites, etc. And so it's very difficult or counterproductive even to try and just work in 2D and just scribbling on a piece of paper, when you can actually, right from the word go, start creating very basic block models and see how you can work them into the levels on the site. So the core concept about Archicad that I love the most is the virtual building. I mean, since day one, that has made so much sense to me. So all your effort is put into careful modeling of your virtual building, and from that you take off all your information. There's never more than one file. There's never separate versions of the project. It's one source, and you can take off everything you need, whether it's presentation drawings, submission drawings, technical drawings and working drawings, detailed sections, 3Ds even in working drawings, etc. And you change one thing on the model and everything changes. Everything updates automatically. Sections, plans and elevations. To me, there's no other way to work.
So, are you interested in the Graphisoft suite of products? Or maybe you would like to find out specifics as to how these products could be of benefit to your business? Well, then contact us at the TotalCAD Solution Center, the authorized distributor for Graphisoft products in Southern Africa.